All right. Good evening, everyone. We have come to the last lessons for April. And I hope for the past few months, this is the 4th month of this year. As you can see, there's a lot of changes. Having said that, Ziyi, don't mind turn on the camera because you're going to be appraised by your SPA, performance appraiser. So I hope that today's lessons, we are going to go through a lot of things. One of them later, I'm going to give you a surprise one. Okay, so before that, let's go through the lesson now. Let's go through one by one. If I have done it, please let me know. Okay, then I'll close the file. Okay, Susan, have I gone through this with you? Yes. Confirm, huh? Okay, so I'll close the file because I don't want to carry forward those things for next month. Some of you have not been handing homework for the past 2-3 lessons. You will be receiving by end of today's lesson the student performance appraisal. Okay, to you. If some of you got WhatsApp, I'll send to you. At the same time, my colleagues will send the student performance appraisals directly to your parents. Okay, so let's go to the next one again. Zhonghen, did I go through this with you? Zhonghen, do I? No, okay, Zhonghen, let's go. Can you read to the class? Thank you.
My aspiration is to defeat and face all obstacles that are trying to stop me from achieving my goal. My goal is to improve on my world subject, which is English. I was extremely bad in English, so I wanted to improve on it. I wanted to improve on my writing and reading skills. Furthermore, I also wanted to increase...
Stop. Is this the way you read to me? Zhonghan, is this the way you read to me? Yes or no? Answer me. Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Awesome. You got 1 extra mark. I love the moment you read. It's loud and clear and full of confidence. That's to show your aspiration. Speak volume. Carry on. Well done. You start the lesson well. You give us, all of us, a head start. Furthermore,
I also wanted to increase in my vocabulary and good phrases in order to have better writing skill. Other than academy, I wish that I could cope well with my new friends and classmates. Having good relationship with others and have positive mood is more important.
To aspire me
to go to school and learn more.
Thank you. Turn on your camera, please, Winnie and Ziyi. Thank you. Oh, yeah, thanks. Right. I think that if you want to increase your vocabulary volume and more, your vocabulary bank, BANK, are you willing to take the challenge to buy a dictionary and before you sleep, instead of using your handphone, use your this what you call your dictionary to read every day? Yes, it happens to be my friend who's now a CEO company. He was a lieutenant colonel and now a full colonel in the armed forces. He's my good friend. And now he's the CEO of one of the company. What he did was, last time when we were studying together, he practically read the whole entire dictionary. Okay, and fair enough, right, Zhonghen? That's why he can improve. That's why he's a SAF scholar. You know what's an SAF scholar? You know he's a scholar, right? Right? Yipao, you know he's a scholar, right? Susan, you know he's a scholar, right? Ziyi, you know he's a scholar. Winnie, all of you know. 布哥，你懂什么是 scholar 吗？状元，对吗？ Okay, scholar is a 状元. So he's a Singapore Armed Forces scholarship scholar. So yes, when I read this, you mesmerize my good friends. He literally read the whole entire dictionary. 10 years ago, when I was creating my books to create about 1,500 words from Oxford Dictionary, it's behind this cupboard here. Okay, it really took me, you know how long? 10 years. Literally 10 years. Seriously. Yeah, okay. So some words I still maybe cannot remember. It took me 10 years. So it really aspire, if you want to learn English, of course, you have to start looking like in the dictionary, from the dictionary, okay? What is your inspiration?
I remember that I had read a storybook that had given me some inspirations. The storybook told me that even though working hard does not make you perfect, but hard work makes you from getting nearer to success. The storybook makes me grow in mindset. I had a better view and understanding to know more on what parents usually say. I then realized that working hard really can change our lives. From that on, I work hard and managed to do well in my academies. Most importantly, I finally understand what is the true definition of hard work, a large amount of effort spent on a thing. And that really inspired me to be a
Creative thinker and
creative
learner.
thinker and learner.
I hope that after finish this AIM, you can retouch up, to retouch up the whole entire essay. And then the best is to paste it somewhere or even to put into the file. Every time, Zhonghen, I'm so sorry, don't get angry with me. Sometimes in life you got ups and downs, or sometimes you're very moody. Sometimes sometimes teachers scold you for no reason. In fact, you are not the one talking. Zhonghen, can you keep quiet or shut up? But it's not me. It's Jiarong talking, it's Hao Xuan talking. Why you scold me? I think you all face this kind of thing before, right? Sometimes it's not you talking, but when the teacher turned around and saw you, happened to be that moment saying, oh, okay, so it's down. So never mind. Look through your AIM. Okay, do you know what? Thanks to what you have written just now is talking about reading storybooks. Right? I have to tell you, Hao Xuan, thanks to all those when I was young, from primary school to secondary school. When I was young, I was being bullied. Even though I'm a prefect, I'm a student council. Okay, because student council 一定会得罪人的嘛，对不对？一定会得罪人啊，Sir, let's say Hao Xuan is a discipline teacher. Sir, Zhonghen is late. Zhonghen was late just now. Jiarong was caught in the toilet, idling, do not go for class. Correct. So you create that kind of tensions. But because of that, I spend most of my entire time reading books. I thanks all those people who bully me when I pass. That I do not have many friends, and only a few good friends. Until today, they are still my friends. I'm talking now. As today, I still got friends, a few good friends. So, Zhonghen and all of you listening, Ziyi, Winnie, and Muge, good friends, a few enough already. Many friends, but not helping you, don't. Okay, this is called acquaintance. A good friend is really comes to you and help you, all right? All right, carry on. The last part, what is your motivations?
My motivation came from my parents, friends, and teachers. They are the ones who support, care, understand, and love me. My parents provide a nice and comfortable environment for me to study. That motivates me to work harder so I will not let my parents be disappointed. My friends give me support emotionally, such as giving some verbal support. Teachers give me physical support, such as doing their best to teach and
nurture me and educate me. So from now on, I do not want to see anybody to use the word trying. Don't ever use the word trying in my essay. I will definitely cancel it and put doing or utmost best. Don't try. Okay, carry on.
The hard work of theirs turned into motivation and pushed me towards my goal. I will keep moving and will never stop, not letting them to be disappointed on me.
And I will be at the top. Okay, just to add on to this, you mentioned about my parents provide me a nice and comfortable environment for me to study, right, 中恒？你们听过这个故事吗？孟母三迁吗？有没有人听过？Susan 有听过吗？ Winnie 有听过孟母三迁吗？子怡有没有听过？木哥有没有听过孟母三迁？
Yes.
有吗？有哦。Then you should know why your parents have to come all the way to this small little tiny red dot to come here and study. You mean China got no good school, man? You mean Hong Kong got no good school, man? You mean Australia don't have, Malaysia don't have, Japan don't have, or US or England don't have, man? Why must come to Singapore? Correct now, Zhongheng? Right? Why? How Xuan agree now? Jia Rong, you agree, right? You don't tell me you don't miss your granny, your grandpa in China, man. I will, right? But why? There's a reason. Same thing, our children. In 15 years' time, now you are say 13. In 15 years to, okay, I give you 20 years. In 20 years' time, you guys will definitely more or less move out to Singapore. And your children might not be staying here and go to other countries. Very simple. Okay, this is life. And this is what our dear friend, my parents provide a nice, comfortable environment. I would prefer to use the word conducive, creative, and very not confident and very what do you call an environment that creates the vibes for you to study, right? Not just a comfortable home, a home like that really provides you with all the necessary things that you need in life to study, to achieve a better life. So same thing, Zhongheng, one day when you get married, you and your wife, okay, will want to find a good school for your son or for your daughter. Of course, you will want your son to go RI or RGS or Hwa Chong or Catholic or St. Nicholas or whatever, right? Because to me, Uncle Raymond, until today, I will never believe every school is a good school. I never believe in this notion, right? But if you say every school is unique, yes, I agree. So Zhongheng, to mention this one, I need to emphasize this point. So thanks, because you submit your essay, I need to emphasize your essay to help you to understand better. So not imagine. So one day you will not imagine. One day you and your wife decided to buy a condominium. It's either you stay near to your wife's parents or you stay with your parents, right? But imagine if this is your daughter and you want to go to a good girls' school. Your wife's parents' side don't have a good girls' school, but your parents have. Of course, you move to your parents' side. Why? Number one, the distance travel no need to wake up so early, right? After school, your daughter can go to 奶奶爷爷 house, correct not? Because 你不放心她有 helper 在家里，等一下虐待是什么 right? Now you see all these factors, you don't think I'm talking rubbish, all of you listen, because all these factors involved in your history, the inference skill, your reliability skill, your usefulness skills, your comparison skills, and all these skills are important. And talk about that, like for example, like we compare just anything, because that day I was reading one of the poem, very touching poem. I later will share with you. So it kind of resonates, like why I'm saying that, because sometimes, take for example, the 床前明月光，几头是故乡, right? That's the is that considered a poem? No, it's a 诗, okay, right? So you know, right? 煮豆燃豆萁, right? 同是根本生. All this has a very deep meanings. Why? Because when you are there, the environment created. So when your child or your daughter or your son going to that kind of school near to 爷爷奶奶 house, or of course you'll feel better, right? But imagine if you stay in a place where there's a lot of gamblers, a lot of prostitutes, a lot of drug addicts. Come on, man. Of course you will not want to stay there, right, Zhongheng? Okay, imagine you and your wife are so rich. Any one of you, you can be Ziting, Susan, Ziyi, Winnie, Muge, Yibao, Jiarong, and Hao Xian, all of you. You're so rich. Will you honestly show me your thumbs up? Show me your thumbs up. You are earning a lot of money. So stay in any part of the world, no problem. Will you want to choose to stay in New York? You want Muge, New Year? You thumbs up, you want to stay in New York? Sure, New Year. Muge, Zhongheng, 你要 stay in New York 吗? I won't want to stay in New York. Ziyi, 你要 stay in New York 吗?
No,
Why?
because I don't want.
Yeah, why lah? If the reason not nice, leh. This is 1 mark. This is 3 mark answer. You give me 1 mark. Correct now? Why?
Because
Can you turn down your camera? I very weird looking at the picture. I'm very OCD. Sorry. I need to see a face on woman. Why? Because of what? Sorry.
Because I'm free.
Huh? Sorry.
Because I think Singapore is good.
Ah, okay. Because it's New York, it's not safe. It's very racist. A very high crime rate. If Uncle Raymond go to New York, I'm also scared because I scared people will rape me and molest me. What's wrong? 嘉荣，不可以咩？你看我长得这么英俊吗？对不对？ Yeah, 嘉荣 will look at me, Uncle Raymond, you looks really ugly. Nobody will want to touch an ugly boy like you. Okay, joke aside, 只听 I thought you agree with me. Joke aside, because now you understand. Now you understand what you are learning, the inference skill, your comparison skill, and this one here, it really resonates in real life. 明白吗？中文 is no point submit a homework, then that's it, I mark, I give it back to you. That's not my style. So I want you to know whatever you see, even Susan's homework, all this. If I have a chance, I find a time to explain in real life, I will do my utmost best. I won't try. So thank you so much, Zhonghen, to share this. I think this will be, can I say, Zhonghen, this thumbs up if you agree so everyone can see. Do you agree after you hand in this homework and Uncle Raymond explain in more details and give you more example, you feel that your this AIM essay feel better, right? Good, right? Right, you feel better, right? Do you agree? Right, agree, Okay. So I close, Next. Who's turn, A lot, give me a minute. Okay, Susan, did I go through this with you? Susan? Huh? Have Oh yeah, the North Korea, I saw that. Yeah, okay, thank you. So I just want to go through all the students' homework, then I'll move on. Because it's end of the month already, I don't want to bring forward. Jia Rong, I also went through this with you, right, Jia Rong? Jia Rong, did I go through this with you, right? Did I? Yes, right. Huh? I hope I can improve my English, Yuma.
No.
You may.
Oh, you did like.
Huh? Sorry?
Like you go through very few minutes.
Go through very quickly,
Yeah.
Okay, then come. Then let's do. Go slowly then. Please read.
I hope I can improve on my English composition, understand more vocabularies with great phrases. This can also improve my communication with my friends. If I ever study overseas, I can understand and what are people talking about. I am able to write essays well too. Moreover, I hope that I can find my own way to understand history. History is to study what people have done or accomplished in the past. I want to understand history rather than memorizing the sources.
This is what. Can you read again? This is
what
it has inspired
me to learn English.
So I think the one that really inspire me is that when you say that when you're learning English, you can travel overseas and go overseas to study and able to help you to know better, not just in Singapore, not like the frog in the well. You can have a bigger exposure is to impress yourself, to express your feelings so you don't feel depressed. And the next thing I like that since you like history, history is not to 读死书, not to memorize just the dates and the facts. But history is really very important in real life when you are going to analyze how to expand your business, how to identify who is the leaders, the quality of the leaders. Like the certain, like for example, I analyze who is Bill Gates, Jack Ma, Steve Jobs, and this kind of leaders. So history is not just study dates, but history is facts. But how you going to churn the facts into juice and slowly drink it down and get able to analyze and like the juice flowing through your bloodstream. That's how you understand history. ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to do history well for the next few years in secondary school, this is not just memorizing. You really must have a strong passion in history. Some students say, my teacher teach history very boring. It's all about facts. So the best thing is that watch more history movie. That will help you and understand. Trust me. Okay, carry on. Inspirations.
I can improve my English composition by reading books in the morning, provided
Okay, I read to you. I read that. I can improve my English composition by reading books in the morning during school days. Write more sentences that I can provide myself as many as possible and not to create a lot of mistakes. It's like this. I hope I will not fall into any pit hole and repeat the same mistake. So this is like, I think you are translate into Chinese. 希望我不会掉进一些不需要的坑，不需要的洞 ，OK， 不需要的那些冤枉的那些挫折 ，something like that. Furthermore, I can write notes on my English notebooks. If you want to do that, Jiarong, okay, if you are very, very hardworking, my advice is every day write 5 sentences, 12 to 15 words. When you are done, WhatsApp to Uncle Raymond and Mark, or if not, write on the books. And the book is called Jiarong's Sentences Book. And every day when you write, put the dates there. So let's say we start tomorrow, 28th of April, right? So by the time 28th April 2022, Jiarong, by the time 2042, which is 20 years later, right? And then when you got married, your children and tell you, Mommy, study English is very boring, it's no good. Then you take out this book called Jiarong Sentences Book, all right? And you saw it 2022, my mommy already start writing sentences for the past 10 years. That's the best, 10 years is good enough. It happened to me because I started on my own. Then my elder son also wrote sentences. My daughter also wrote sentences, and my younger son recently stopped. Okay, my younger son already wrote about 500 to 600 sentences. So by the time when they grow older, right, Jiarong, okay, if we all have a chance to come to my house, I can show you. In fact, it's behind my cupboard. I kept all my children's books, their sentences book. So once you start practicing, you know, just like Susan, like now I tell you 2 times 2, straight away can tell me 4, right? Right? Why? Because when you are young, your mom kind of forced you to memorize timetable, correct or not? Right? Agree or not, Ziyi, 对吗? If I tell you, Ziyi, 3 times 3? 3 times 3? 9, right?
9, yeah.
Wow, then Ziyi, if I say, wow, Uncle Raymond say, Ziyi, you're so clever. Wow, you're so smart. Then Ziyi, you say, Uncle, don't be so sarcastic. If I said 1, I don't know 3 times 3 is 9, there's something wrong with me, correct or not? It's true, right? 那为什么各位来宾、各位观众、各位9个宝宝，为什么当曹丕还是曹植叫他走7步诗的时候煮豆燃豆萁，同是根本生。7 step within 7 step you cannot come out I'm going to chop off your head, right? 木哥对吗？对吗？大家都懂这个道理。为什么？就是他们每天都有 practice 他们的头脑。You know Chinese we all learn 唐宋诗唐诗300首 all these things弟子规啦什么 all these is really to generate your brain. Okay, I'm so sorry you guys this is recording I'm so sorry to say your Chinese including okay, not me this not me, because you are all too engrossed and too enthusiastic in English language. Please do not neglect your mother tongue. Okay, it's just like Ziyi, you got 1 right hand and 1 left hand 对吗？ Which hand you don't want? Then you say, Uncle, you 笑Of course my 2 hand one 对不对Ziyi？ So 你就当做你的 right hand 是 English， 你的 left hand 是 Chinese 咯，对吗？ Then 你的 right leg 是 maybe learn 3rd language， 然后你的 left leg 是 another language， 对不对？ Uncle Raymond, I can speak a bit of Malay, right? I can speak Cantonese, I can speak Teochew because 我是潮州人 and can speak Hokkien. I can speak a bit of Japanese. I also can speak Korean. Korean only 2 words. Kamsahamnida. That's all. Okay? So you understand what I mean, Ziyi? Right? Please, don't spend too much time in game. But I did not say cancel away the game. So Jiarong, thanks to you, what you are doing there, the mistake. You are self-blaming yourself and stop it lah, clown. 不要再责备自己了 Not worth it. Don't cry over spilled milk. All of you listen. It's damn stupid 哦。你坐在那边，哎呀，早知道。我跟你讲，嘉荣，早知道啊，我昨天就拿红星大奖了。你懂什么是红星大奖？新加坡的红星大奖，子婷你懂啊？来啊，因为我的朋友啊，你算是好朋友 ，OK， 他是在里面其中一个红星大奖，他是我的 classmate， OK，right， so having said that， 嘉荣 ，you have to be more positive. You continue negative 啊，你永远 cannot complete one. Thank you for sharing this, but I hope all of you understand. Writing sentences is the paramount important. If you don't write sentences, that's why, you know why? When I was teaching my elder son, I'm very proud to say that, Jiarong, when my elder son was like your age, I already forced them, I was 好像 Tiger Mom 这样，我就 force them 一直写 sentences， 写到他们哦，真的是 very good. So one day when my other student joined the tuition, my son finished the essay already. Now you understand why? Jiarong, how many times, Jiarong? Because since it's your essay, I concentrate on you, Jiarong. Honestly, now you are only set one. So far from January to April, tell me, your school teacher give you how many essays to write? Got 10. Don't have, sure don't have. If you 10 means every class got 40 students, I tell you the teacher sell. Correct? A lot of essays too much, right? Then you don't always you complain, got not enough time, lack of practice. You cannot wait for your teacher, Jiarong. To be a leader, you must be proactive. Don't go and keep blaming on other people. When you yourself, you take the action. True or not? Hao Xuan, you agree with me, Hao Xuan? Right. Right, Ziting, you agree with me? Susan, you agree, right? Right. No point coming to my tuitions and just listen, then forget already, don't hand in homework. 我跟你讲啊，我拿你的 tuition 的钱，我也是很 embarrassed 的。You know when I see your homework coming in, especially Susan, I see your homework wow, I'm so happy though. I never curse and swear 我这个臭 Susan 整天给我这么多 homework 嘛。我就是会骂那些学生为什么这些学生不要给我 homework 嘛？你做医生不敢开刀，不要做医生对吗？嘉荣，你做警察不敢做贼人，你做警察来做吗 ？Stupid, right？ 对不对？子怡，对不对？你做厨师不敢杀生，等你做和尚啊 ？No, seriously. I mean, I'm very strict to this point because I'm teaching leaders. I'm not teaching a student now. 你明白吗 So you must be very proactive. Carry on, my dear. Okay, I carry on. So writing meanings of vocabularies. For history, I'm not sure how to study history in an interesting way. Watch movie. 看三国演义 Okay, 看那些 war movie. Okay, every time every war movie I watch confirm I have to use tissue paper. Okay, because 我真的是投入。One of them 就是我最讨厌看的就是南京大屠杀。听过This movie, right? The Rape of Nanjing. As a history student, as a history teacher, I need to know the 真相. Can you imagine one whole few hundred of Chinese rounded up and the Japanese soldier has to use a machine gun to shoot them down and use the bayonet to poke through their stomach. It's so grotesque, it's so ugly. But this is a 真实. So watch, then you feel it. Then when you feel it, when you read the words by word from the textbook, you will feel the effect. Right? Why some people cook the rice so nice, 炒饭这么好吃，为什么不好？因为它放进去那个字加入 the passion. However, I would like to travel overseas and study history in real life. Then start to read as many history books. Okay? You got my number. Sometimes you read history things, you can call me. Uncle, I don't understand this part. Can you help me? I may not know. I can find out for you. So far, most of the things I know. Okay, for example, going to the history museum. Yes, you should go there. So, Yibao, you are going to this Little India or this place. Don't take it like, just forget it. You will learn something, trust me. Especially your teacher will send you to the Fort Factory, the surrender of the British. You go and see and look at the artifacts. You understand better. When I was doing history as a secondary student, I don't have this the comfort zone, the luxurious to see all these things. I have to go and imagine and I have to listen to my grandfather who went through World War II, seriously saw the Japanese soldiers killing in front of him. That kind of vivid example. Okay, but I feel good because that is the first-hand information. Okay, where there's a large amount of things in the past is shown. Yes, not just a large, a vast number. I'll use the vast number. From it, what is the it? For goodness sake, all of you, don't use the it, the he, the they. Be more precise. Don't use a pronoun. Use a proper noun, a name given. Okay, it's could learn. If you see a can, could, may, would, well, should, might, all these cannot have past tense. And you know your effect in your editing. Every story behind the history, the past history, have a story to tell, have a message to pass to the next generations. Guys, Ziting, Susan, and Winnie, one day you will become grandmother. Your grandson will ask you, Nai, I remember in 2020, there was a very serious pandemic. No? Now my school going to talk about pandemic. Can you share with me your first-hand information? 我跟你讲 Winnie, 你一定会眼泪掉下来. Trust me. Now you won't feel it. Oh, Ziting, Susan, you won't feel it. When I interviewed my grandfather about World War II, he literally cried. I still can vividly remember this. Okay, that is Jiarong, thanks to you. When I was marking this essay, it brings back my past memory. Okay. So when your grandson Winnie, your grandson tell you then you really 可以一五一十真实把它讲出来给你的孙子听，这才叫做真正的历史。子毅 how to spell history? You might say, Uncle, you siao. I purposely got reason is how you spell? Can you spell to the class in the chat group now? I'm serious. It stands for honesty, integrity, sincerity, trustworthy, organizing the fact, righteous, and the last one, why? Yield for the positive result. Now you understand what is history stand for, right? Or history is talking about honesty. You must know what is happening. You cannot hide the truth. Agree now, Susan? You cannot tell the Japanese new generation, oh, we know Japanese, no? We never kill the Chinese people. Oh, kill them sorry, no into Japan de banzai. You know what is banzai, right? Susan, you know what is banzai? 不是棒晒啊，不是大便啊。子婷，你没有学过这个字 bonsai？ 如果你带 BONZAI， 就是这本所谓的万岁万岁万岁。So every time when they attack a place, they will do this bonsai。bonsai 就是这本万岁，天国大王万岁。So 子怡。My grandfather told me, and my history teacher told me, when the Japanese came to Singapore, so Singapore surrendered, right? So everyone had to queue at the roadside, right? So everyone had to say, 这本万岁, 对吗? But in Japanese, okay, how Xuan? So they want to say, 这本棒晒, 大便, 这本大便. So
don't say to Singaporean.
No, in 棒晒 is Hokkien ma, correct now? 福建话, right? So 那些走狗中文那些走狗you know what is 走狗 right? 出卖我们的华人同胞就会跟那个日本人讲 sumimasen 然后他讲说棒晒就是你们的大便 So end up my father 子怡 have to learn Japanese kaki kukeko nani no neno sasi suseso. You know what I mean? The pronunciation of kanji. So in your history they will tell you those generations have to force to read Japanese character and pronounce Japanese and sing Japanese anthem. And one of them actually is none other than our Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. Okay, so guys, if you think your life is more WTF or FML or GG, hey, our ancestors are worse please. So thanks to you, Jiarong, you see, your little things can affect so many things. So I hope it kind of inspire you to do history in a more open-minded way. That is what is history stand for. Honesty, integrity, sincerity, trustworthy, organizing the fact, righteous, and yes. Why stand for yes? always speak the truth. Carry on the motivations. I think this one should be able for you. Come.
Encouragement from anyone will be able to motivate me to do things. For example, studying. This gives me confidence for me to do things better and telling me not to give up. Encouragement is needed in life because this helps people to do better.
What you wrote here is not wrong, my dear. You're asking people to motivate you, but all of you listen, Yi Bao, Mu Ge, Winnie, Ziyi, Susan, Ziting, Hao Xuan, and Zhongren. Nobody can motivate you. It's only you yourself right now. You must be self-motivated. Agree? Ziting, you agree? Imagine I'm a smoker. Then Ziting say, Uncle Raymond, you stop smoking lah. Smoking no good. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ziting. Then Susan says, smoking no good lah. Smoking will cause you lung cancer. Oh, thank you. Then Ziyi say, Uncle Raymond, better don't smoke because I heard someone smoking die. But I still then you see one corner, Uncle Raymond start smoking. True now. Yeah, you encourage me, you motivate me not to smoke. But at the end of the day, it's just like you Hao Xuan, all of you the 9 of you. Your parents might tell you, don't play computer games, don't play handphone, study hard. You know, if you don't study hard, no future. Then you still play. Then later, the result come out. Oh my goodness, GG, emotional damage. I have to start over again. Then don't. In the first place, you must plan You have to motivate yourself, 对吗？嘉荣，你说嘉荣，你看你这个 essay 可以启发到很多东西的。当你写的时候，你不知道，你明白吗，嘉荣 ？Okay, please, all of you must come up a timetable. What time you wake up, what time you do things. All the leaders in the whole entire world, even the CEO, even the big bosses, they will have a timetable. Seriously, every day they will read one book. Every day they will listen. You got handphone, got the apps, right? Hao Xuan, are you okay, Hao Xuan? Why your eyes tweeting like that? You freeze, Hao Xuan. So everyone, you got an apps right in your phone. Go and type motivation quotes. Okay, go and download all these motivation quotes, and every day there will be this quote come up to you. Okay, don't give up. Life is full of what? Next day they will come out. Life is something something. So this motivation quote, Jia Rong, is one way to learn vocab. Go and check your handphone now. Go to the Play Store. If you are iPhone, I don't know what store. iPhone is what store? I am a very anti-iPhone person, so don't tell me iPhone. I never support iPhone, seriously. All my product is either Xiaomi, Oppo, or Lenovo. I don't buy iPhone. Okay, so if you download these motivation quotes or motivation speech or something like that, or top leader speech, it will kind of inspire you. Okay, right? So next one. Okay, this is the discipline is a practice of training people. Okay, a way. So, but what I want is not like that, Jiarong. What I want is that you have to explain to me what is the meaning of discipline. What is the meaning of determinations? To me, I find that discipline is more important than determination. I think I explained this before, right? Okay. So this is these simple short sentences. But for a set 1, I can still accept. But when you go to set 4, you write like that. Good luck to you. It's not acceptable already. Okay. So I hope you understand. If you want to improve, you must get criticism. 如果你要进步，你就要拿一些批评，对吗？对吗？怡宝，对不对？你要拿批评的，对不对？可是你知道吗？我们华人不喜欢讲真实的批评。We don't like to accept criticism or feedback. We only like to filter selective hearing. 子毅，你很 handsome， 你头发很好看，哇，你长得很帅。No, but they don't like to say the other side of you. You get me now? Alright. 可能子毅你有一个臭屁，你每次喜欢讲话，可能要打人家的手还是你要讲话的时候，人家讲话一般你要插进来 ，you know something like that. So my people say, next time when you talk to someone, can you don't do that? No, I think it's not nice. But you see, people don't like to tell you because sometimes you might feel offended, right? 对吗？ No, not for me. I prefer that you think that Uncle Raymond, I think this is to improve. I'm always open. I'm a very American concept. Okay. Thank you for Jiarong, this one. I just want to clear up all the possible homework. The last but not least, I think this one, I'm not sure. Susan, this one done already, huh? Done already. Okay, good, clear. I think the last one will be this one. I haven't go through it, Zhi. Let's go.
Aging population. What is aging population? Population aging refers to changes in the
Stop. The way you read like robot. What is aging population? Population aging refers to changes in the age competitions. Hey, yo, might as well do this, Zhongren. What is aging population? Population aging refers to change in the age. Hey, wrap it up, man. Zhi, read them. 可以吗？你写得很好。Sorry, I'm very particular in reading. Let's go. Start again.
aging population. What is aging population?
Much better, man.
Population aging refers to the changes in the age composition of a population such that there is an increase in the population of older people. For example, the number of men aged
It's not the population, it's the proportions. My goodness, 你自己的 handwriting 都看不懂。Okay, carry on. In the proportion of older people, for example,
the number of men aged
for example,
the number of men aged between 85 to 94 grew 46.5% between 20,000 and 2010. But
no,
the
you
number
cannot say
of
20,000 already. It should be 20,100 already. No? Right? Remember the figure, right? If you say 20,000, you add another zero behind. 对吗? Well, you test my max, naughty girl. Okay, in 2000 and 2010. Okay.
but the number of women in the age group grew only 22.9%. However, for the very oldest member of the population, the gender gap still holds true.
So what Zhi is explaining is the definitions and explanations of aging population. If I reverse it, it's the populations of aging. 自己明白吗? So sometimes if I ask you to write in your own words, bodybuilder equipment. So you reverse reading, equipments of bodybuilder, musical instrument, instruments of musical, right? So this is one way to rephrase your words. So what Zhi is talking about, aging population is very alarming, to create alertness, to create attentions, to create, say, hello, excuse me, well, if you're not going to start producing young babies, or not young babies, young adults and more babies, good luck to you. We're going to have a population going to decline and it become extinct. Honestly, it's a thing. Since you're writing this essay, right? Honestly, when you grow older, when you get married, how many kids you want? Don't go and tell me you're going to adopt a dog or cat. Okay, I got students say that, Winnie. I know, Winnie, you got a dog. Tomorrow I have to send my dog for a checkup. The poor dog got rashes, dry skin, and then the whole patches. Mine is a Japanese spitz, right? Right, so got patches. The poor girl, I tell you. Then I tell Daddy tomorrow bring you to see doctor, okay? Then she was like, of course lah, I'm scratching like hell. Okay, right. So think, how many kids will you want to have?
Zero.
完了咯 ，Winnie， 完了 ，confirm 她养狗了，她以后跟她老公养狗了，养狗、养猫、养 parrot 了，完蛋了，子怡接种了，这个世界子怡 ，how many kids you have? You want to have? 你鸡蛋糕，你不要跟我讲鸡肉也是啊。子怡 how many? Oh, 子怡 just send a message to me. 子怡 say he want to have 10 children. Wow. Okay, how many kids? Yes, I'm waiting for your answer, Zhi. 0, 1. 还是不是你生孩子了？你怕什么？ 你只听讲 zero 还谅解，他生孩子也不是你生孩子，你也是 zero. Oh my goodness. We need to confirm this guy also another buying dogs. I think we need you and I can open a pet shop already. 生意一定很好。We need. Okay. Since you got experience of taking care of dogs, so and Uncle Raymond confirm, right? We all can be business partner already. Okay, Susan, last question for Susan. How many kids will you want? Since you're also doing aging population.
Either one.
One or two, huh? Yeah. So you see, children, not like our great-grandfather, great-grandmothers, we have 10 children, 5 children. But because of the, when the mommy, like the girls like here, are getting more educated, they must have 自己的空间, the possibilities of their own personal choice. Don't believe, let's read on what Ziting is talking about. The reason I'm asking why the three of you, in fact, out of 3 persons, only one student want to have one. I think Zhonghen, Hao Xuan, Jia Rong, and Yibao, Muge, and Winnie, I think you all will want either 1 or 2. So far, no student I asked for want to have 4 kids. Okay, the most 2 children, 1 boy, 1 girl is happy. Then again, how? Especially we all Chinese, Hao Xuan, Zhonghen, Yibao, 还有子毅，我们都是想传宗接代，对不对 ？Right， 我们就是要把它 pass down the surname. So this is the Chinese culture. Hey, don't talk like nothing, because in Set 3 we are talking about aging population in social study. So actually I'm preparing you 2 years and 3 years in advance. Is it whether you're IP or Express or NA, you have to face this topic in Set 3. Okay, Muga? Okay, aging population is a big issue, not just in Singapore, throughout the whole entire world. And now China, I think, correct me, like Hao Xuan, they're revising it, like 以前是 one child policy, 对吗？现在听说可以 2 child policy. Do you know that? Now you see the alarm is giving up, coming already. Oh, okay, come, Ziting.
What are the negative impacts of an aging population? Deteriorating fiscal balance. It is defined as a worsening in the government budget balance that amounts to at least 2% of GDP during 1 year. Changes in pattern of saving and investments, shortage in labor supply. It means the employees are having a difficult time recruiting qualified applicants for available job openings.
Please do not start a sentence. Write down somewhere. If I were to see any students in my essay to start with an A and D, good luck to you. I will definitely 101% deduct marks. This is, don't believe, Winnie, Susan or Muka, 如果你不相信, tomorrow go back to school and ask your English teacher, can I start a sentence in compo, in essay writing, start with A and D? Okay? If you don't trust me, go and ask your teacher. Confirm they'll say cannot. You never start. Nothing wrong when you talk. But if you want to write a proper academic writing, no. Not even when I was doing my degree and my master. Okay, guys? Please. Can you please encrypt this data inside your brain now? Never use the word and to start the sentence. Please. Okay? I'm not scolding you as a thing, but it's good. Like I say now, she surface up. Please, here is not to criticize people like your essay is lousy. No, I'm not like in the school. The teacher will pick out the best essay and the worst essay. No, as long as you submit your essay, whether good or bad, I will read out and I will use it in real life example. That's what I want. Carry on, Ziting. You can stay on instead of end on Ziting. You can write this. However, there aren't enough candidates to choose. 对吗? So instead of and, 你写 however, therefore, hence, use these 3 magic words. 中恒, Hao Xuan, Jia Rong, Yibao, use these 3 magic words. Ziyi, can you help me to type and share with the class? However, hence, HENCE, and therefore. Okay, thanks. Ziyi, however, hence, thus, therefore. Winnie, these 3 words are also very useful in your history, especially you're writing your source-based questions and your essay. Okay, Yibao, heard that? Thank you, sir. So you see from this paragraph, just now I mentioned, right, Ziting, Susan, and Ziyi. Imagine you only got one child or zero child, then 怎么办? Ziyi, one day you'll grow 80 years old. Susan also 80 years old. Ziting also 80 years. And 请问你, then who is going to do the production? Who is going to do the heavy stuff? 完蛋, you don't tell me AI, not everything can have AI. You know what's AI, right? Artificial intelligence. You cannot be everything robots, 对吗? Okay, Ziyi, for example, Ziyi, Susan, and Ziting. Like, let's say one day you are not feeling well, then you landed in hospital. Do you prefer a human nurse to take care of you, or do you prefer a Wall-E robots to take care of you? Can all of you show me? If you agree, a human thumbs up. I want to do a survey now. If all of you agree, one day you're failure at the age of 80 years old, you landed in hospital. A, thumbs up if you want human. A clap is for robots. Let's go. Come on. And you know what is emoji, Iba? You look, everyone put it. Okay, thanks. Ziyi, one more time. Susan? 木哥呢？木哥，你要人还是要 robots 来照顾你？人就是那个 thumbs up。人啊 ，OK， 好。那浩璇呢？浩璇也是选人吗？还是 robot？ 嘉荣呢？嘉荣我没有看到。human 哦。浩璇也是人啊。浩璇 ，Yeah， you see? So you see, Ziting, your this essay makes sense. You see, how? Then 怎么办 ？Thank you, 木哥。Then 怎么办？你们不要 produce baby， then 这些人怎么去 graduate become a nurse or doctor? Now you understand? Then Ziting might say, "Hey, uncle, I only 13 years old, 14 years old. Why must you put all this heavy responsibility on my poor shoulder? Can they just leave me in peace and study?" Cannot, long. 中恒 cannot. If not, don't tell me until 30 years old I tell you this problem. Then you say, 死 Uncle Raymond, 不要早点跟我讲，等到我30岁跟我讲，你就是个臭 uncle. Now you understand? It's just like when you are young, your parents taught you timetable, 1 timetable, 2 timetable, right? Don't tell me until 10 years old, then you teach you two timetable. No, now you understand the rationale behind our children. Right, so every time any essay that Uncle Raymond give you is already, I've done my research enough what will come up in Express and IP. The 30 years of my teachings, okay, from my experience, I'm sharing with you. Okay, Zhonghan and Ziting and Susan, I may not be 100% correct, but definitely will not less than 90%. Okay, so I will put that 90% I'm correct. Okay, the 10% maybe discount. Okay, thank you. Ziting, next paragraph, please.
Do all adults take care of their elderly parents? No, some of them couldn't be bothered to care for their parents as they find them too troublesome, despite what their parents had done and sacrificed for them when they are teenagers. Thus, I find their actions unacceptable, although there are still some adults who will still care for their parents and even volunteer at old folks' home. Sometimes, some elderly live alone, and when they need help, they have no one to turn to for help. Some even die alone, and their neighbors only found out that they are dead a few days later when they smell the pungent smell of the elderly's rotting flesh, which I find really sad. Thus, we should take proper care of our parents when they grow old. Be grateful of them as they had sacrificed a lot to earn a living for us and to feed us.
Awesome. I like your ending, the word task, you see, instead of end. But if you were to add the last few sentences, so it is you should add down the last 2 sentences. After living for us and to feed us, you should add this as a thing. Can you write down? In fact, okay, it is to be filial piety. You know it's filial piety, 孝顺. In fact, we must be filial piety to take care of our parents. Okay, it is our duty and responsibility. As you know, right, Ziyi, you don't know, do you know Uncle Raymond is a policeman also, volunteer policeman? So one day, one of my police officer came back after duty, told us that this old lady died at home, alone. After a few days, it's a pungent of the smell, and the poor old lady, she fell and hurt herself, and the face was quite distorted because after the blood oozing out from the face, 流太多血，没人看她，then 变成臭气熏天。So we don't want this to happen to our parents. 在此 I hereby wish your parents 长命百岁，福如东海，寿比南山，身体健康，万事如意。But then again, children, will you want to sacrifice? No, okay, let's say all of you have studied a master degree. Okay, your salary is Winnie, 10,000 US a month. Will you want to sacrifice one day? I'm not saying that anything. One day, maybe your mom or your dad cannot work already, have to stay at home for whatever reason, right? Maybe that period he or she is not well, okay, need some attention. Will you want to give up your job and take care of them? If you yes, show up your thumbs. If no, don't need to show anything. Will you want to give up your high paid job and spend time with your parents? And this is called sacrifice, 嘛，对吗？ Alright 啦，你put here sacrifice for them 嘛，对吗？子婷，will you not? You might think, 我读书读到这么辛苦，赚 10,000 stay in free landed property, driving BMW or Mercedes or Jaguar, ask me to give up all these and take care of my aging parents. I don't think so. Maybe 我请 helper 咯，对吗？我请阿明的 robot 阿明的 robot or 阿花的 robot 对吗？ I can tell you 这是 sorry 我不是讲你们这是真的不仁不义不忠不孝，真的。当你小时候你的 parents 也是 give up their full-time job。当你小时候，你的 parents 也无微不至、风雨无阻、用心良苦照顾你们呢。Now you tell me you cannot sacrifice your money, your salary to take care of parents. Then please, sorry, I cannot take your answer and say, yeah, sorry. Then don't answer me. I cannot take it. Seriously, parents 只有一个，钱还可以赚回父母亲的感情是赚不回。Agree 了 ？If you don't agree, fine. It's your life. But as a teacher, as an educator, I'm telling you, I need to bring the nurture and inculcate you the real values. Okay? If you disagree, it's fine. Maybe now you're young, you don't disagree. But when you get older, then you realize it. Because all of you listen, if you're going to do that to your parents, your children will look at you the same thing. 所谓善良不正下梁歪，对吗 ？OK， 你们的决定。So thanks to 子婷你这个 essay, it kind of resonate the way I'm doing it now. Okay, I give up my job. I take care of my mom who is dementia. I give up my job to take care of my first two child when I was quite on the high peak of my career. People say I'm stupid. Okay, my mother-in-law say study until so high, become a house husband. Susan, I came from a very, very broken family. My mom is a widow. Okay, I don't have brother and sister. To me, family unity and bonding is 无价之宝 priceless. Okay, I need to bring this to your attention because when you write this in your essay, I can tell you 100% I stand up. I bow to you all. And if you want me, I kneel down to you all. I cannot. That because if you will write this, don't forget your examiners are also human beings. Your examiner also got family. Your examiner are like me. When you write this, confirm you can score a point, but it must be from your wholeheartedly the true fact that you give them. Ziting, when I mark this, I'm preparing to say all this to give up. Thank you very much. Because aging populations is not affecting this generation. It will affect your generation, your next generations. 世世代代会传下去. So how? Live your life to the best meaningful one. Study hard. So you know why, Susan and all of you? The more you write, your parents will live longer. Then my student asked me, Winnie, hey uncle, it doesn't make sense. What do you mean the more I write, my mom and dad will live longer? Can you explain to me, Uncle Raymond? Is it true the more you write in your exam, you will score better mark, 对不对? But not writing nonsense 综合，对不对? You know what happened? I got few students when I'm doing invigilation. My student, the paper start giving out, he starts sleeping on the table already. Confirm 是 fear 的吗？嘉荣对不对？我卷子给他，他马上睡觉，就是等那个 exam time 完就交白卷了。 confirm 是 fail 的。I bring him one corner after exam. I talk to him. I didn't scold him. I explain to him. The next exam, he start to write. But this time, after 10 minutes, he sleep. Is it better? Jiarong. Is this better, Hao Xuan? Do you think it's better, Susan?
Something.
Ziyi, do you think it's better? Yeah, at least from zero, straight away sleep. At least now you got 10 minutes to spend time to write, correct or not? Still got some mark, right? So at least I done my part, right? To help a child from don't like to study to become 10 minutes to study. And true enough, you know, after the exam, wow, Mr. Xiong, last time I got 0, and then now I got 5 marks. Not bad. He's so proud, no? He still feel, it's 0 upon 50 and 5 upon 50. I'm talking about any student. And I love to teach any student. Not because I look down on them. I never look down on any student. I'm informed teacher for any student for 3 to 4 years. And I always volunteer to teach any student. Thank you, Ziting. Your essay was very well written. But sorry, it took me a while to understand what are you writing. They're like archaeologists. 不好意思，不好意思，你的 handwriting 有些我看不懂。So next time you hand in the homework to me, Ziting, don't mind, 写一行 leave one line, okay? Easier for me. And sometimes, I know some teachers say, hey, don't leave a line, but it's better to leave a line, Ziyi. Because sometimes if you leave a line, sometimes you forget to put certain word, you can put it inside there, okay? Don't say paper, don't tell me 环保 please. Then 不要用纸，不要 take exam 咯，Susan 就环保咯，对不对？对吗？浩轩，那你不要跟我讲，不是你你跟老师讲，你不要讲废话，环保 please。环保有很多 method, thousand of way to 环保。现在我考试鸡蛋，你环保还我的钱的环保，我交学费的环保，神经病，有毛病，偷吃我的维他命。Okay, children， 不到3天就没命。Okay, you must be happy lah. Don't be so too serious. Too serious, that's not the way to work. Okay. When you're serious, you need to serious. Okay, now. I want to go through this one homework now. I do not know you all have done it or not. So this is a homework. So I'm going to go through the answer with all of you, if you don't mind. If you have the answer sheet with you now, please go through, take it out, and we're going to go through the answer, right? Because we've got other things. Okay, 15, question number 15. Hey, number 18 now. 15 we went through already, correct now? Hello? Did we go through 15? Susan? Hello? Can somebody answer me? Hello? 15, 16 went through already, right? Winnie, did I go through it now? Or number 18? 18, So you see, 18, if you look at the question, it's called Peter. The purpose, explain, tones, example, and whether is it reliable. So question 18, if you look at your questions paper, identify one example from paragraph 5 that Harpreet can give to support her view. So question number 18, you say that incidents of monkey. Of course, after these lessons, if your answers are different from my answer, but quite similar, it's okay, don't worry, children. What you need to do is that screenshot, save it into your handphone and submit to the Google Classroom or to my handphone, right? Okay. Hao Xuan, can you help me to type my handphone number to the class, please? 985157118. Don't mind, Hao Xuan. Thank you, Hao Xuan. 985157118. So I'm going through the lesson with you all now. Okay, question number 18.2. The religious, thank you, Hao Xuan. The religious people feed the monkeys, encouraging them to stay. Okay, so this is one of the answer. Number 2, I look at number 2. With reference to paragraph 5, what evidence could Sufi use to support his opinion? Okay, he said that, so the monkeys are the troublemakers in New Delhi. How do you support what she's saying from Sufi? No, the real culprit is mankind. It's the mankind who make the monkey. So he say that the religious people feed the monkey. So since you feed me, right, means I got food, I don't need to go to the forest and look for food. Hey, so I come along. It's just like a child, right, Susan? if this child 好吃懒做，整天在家，他已经考到大学了。By right, he's supposed to go and work, right? And then he still stay at home and collect pocket money from the parents. Something wrong, right? So is that mommy, daddy 错还是他错？两个都有错，对吗？可是爸爸妈妈如果是真的 very serious， 哎，儿子啊，你已经长大了嘞 ，you got a degree, can you just go and work now? Don't stay at home. It's not right, no. It's your time to feed your own self. One day, how mommy, daddy die, keep the bucket. How? You cannot every time take money from me, what? True not? Remember, your parents already give you a very invisible weapon, and this invisible weapon is called education. Remember that this saying, Susan? Give a man a fish, he will feed him one day, huh? Give the man a fishing rod, you will fish forever. Correct? Not? You heard of this saying before? Huh? Okay, so this is the one way. So education is the paramount important. Number 19. Okay, so Yagash advocates for residents to live harmoniously with the monkey. And the only way is to ignore them. With reference to the italics phrase, explain what residents should not do when they come across the monkey. How? Don't look at their eyes long, right? So you realize that, look at the passage now. Okay, I'm so sorry, Zoom got the limitation, but if it's a face-to-face class, I can walk what do you call, desk to desk, table to table, and go through you or even show you. But because this is, I have to close the screen, open the screen, so a bit troublesome, if you don't mind, unless the Zoom has this function multi selection to show all the different screen. Right, so what happened, if you look at each paragraph, the first sentence of each paragraph will give you some hint to answer this, okay? Especially, okay, summary. If you have done your summary, please go through it. If you find that some of your points written inside your summary is not reflected here in this answer, as usual, do so. Take a picture, snapshot, and send it to Google Classroom or even to my handphone, okay? Now, if you don't send, I can't do anything. Alright, 对吗？一宝宝贝，对不对？哎呦。Winnie, correct not? You have to be self-motivated, ma. Remember what Jiarong was writing just now as well as Zhonghen, correct not? Zhonghen, 对吗? If you're not self-motivated, how? 那头牛不要喝水，你逼它喝水也没有用嘛。子毅, will you be kind enough to read all the points to the class, please? Thank you, sir.
All the point.
Yes, sir.
The deputy mayor's death and living on the grounds of prestigious monuments. Authorities are embarrassed when visitors see hundreds of monkeys swinging from the parapets. The mothers bathing their infants in the fountains, and the males fighting on the lawns. The rich residents have...
This one, the male fighting on the lawns, 好像在社会打，那个 gangster 在打架，两个门派，武丹跟少林。Okay, sorry, it just be funny. Carry on. The
rich residents have hired private monkey catchers who train the bigger langurs to frighten the smaller wild monkeys away. The city authorities have hired 35 monkeys catchers and plan to hire up to 100 catchers.
Okay, thank you. First of all, the deputy mayor death, 就是assistant 啊，就是 president and vice president, 就是 principal and vice, deputy is vice vice principal. Prestigious monuments, prestigious 就是很举世闻名啊。Okay, prestigious monuments 直译 is 举世闻名，听过吗？举世闻名好像以后Uncle Raymond 死掉了之后，新加坡政府做了一个举世闻名的 Uncle Raymond 的那个 monument， 那个塔，真的是不要脸。这个 Uncle Raymond 马不知年长。OK， 谢谢。Authorities are embarrassed when visitors see this. Okay. What else? Inference is a baby. Inference in the fountains. I like the way you pronounce the R words. The bigger That's the ways to pronounce. If any idiots, sorry, I use the word. If any idiots will tell you, hey, stop slanging, don't read like American slang. Ask them to go Marina Bay and fly kite. Okay, right? Be yourself. Well done. That's the purpose I want you to read, because I know you might be very frightened, or very embarrassed, or very not nice to read. No. You are doing good. You are doing good. All right. This is supposed to be a way to read like that. So the deputy mayor deaf and living on the grounds of prestigious monuments. Authorities are embarrassed when visitors see. Now, why啊？See, if you see there's the double R 呢，跟 double S， 我跟你讲过什么？要拉长那个音 ，embarrassed， 非常的尴尬，对吗？因为我们华语都讲尴尬。All right, so this is the point here. Thank you. If you miss out, don't worry. You can go to the YouTube and pause it and go through the points. Now, children, express and NAs are 80 words, 8 points. Now you understand why I say every single sentences must be 12 to 15 words. You realize you read through this, you go and count. Not many of the sentences will be more than 50 words. Even this is the longest. Reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 对吗？是吗？If you still don't believe, Uncle, 你在讲风凉话 talk rubbish. You don't believe go to any newspaper or any books. Tomorrow you're so free, go to the library. Just take any books and open up, and then just read one paragraph that is like quite long. Most of the time, 70%, the sentences will be 12 to 15 words. Okay, I won't say 100%. Confirm will be about 70% will be 12 and 15 words. Why I'm so confident? Because I done my research. Okay, I done my research. That is why I came up. This is the only formula from Uncle Raymond, 12 to 15 words per sentences. So next time, if you are in Guangyang in any school and it happens to say you got tuition, does your tuition teacher tell you 12 to 15 words? Straight away, the student will ask you, are you Uncle Raymond's student? And if they ask you about FISPOP, F-I-S-P-O-P, are you Uncle Raymond's student? If you ask you, so then how? Are you Uncle Raymond's student? If they say 8W and 1H, they'll ask you, you are from Uncle Raymond's class? Understand? Right? So remember, all these do not share with your classmate. I'm so sorry. Okay? Because I want you to get your FUSA award, the top 3 award. So Ziyi, one day you are very famous, you do well, then you start to share your secret recipe to your children, to your nephew, to your niece, to your cousin, whoever. Okay? So may I stop this one now? I'm going to move on to this one here. This one I have to close with the. Yeah, I'll go back to the lesson now. From this lesson C15. Sorry, my PC got some problem. Give me a minute. Okay. So we went through this. Okay, I went through all these three. Ziting, I went through the aim or not? Aim, right? Yeah, I went through the aim, right? Just now, right? Yeah, I went through the aim.
No,
Huh? Yes or no?
not yet.
Oh, not yet. So can I KIV for next lesson now? Don't mind. Because I got other things to share. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. Now, children, in order to have a good start for an introduction, Ziyi, Jiarong, Muga, Hao Xuan, Yibao, are you okay? The dance just show me. Okay, no, it's okay. Just show me a thumbs up. Okay. Now, to start off with a good introduction, this is something like that. You see, it was a dark and stormy raining night atmosphere. 2 eaglets were waiting for their mother. The 2 eaglets were feeling cold, hungry, and afraid of the dark. Interesting stuff. Okay, suddenly lightning struck and thunder roared in the middle of the enchanted forest. Eaglet, Igor, and Eno, both brothers, stayed and hugged with each other, as frightened as a mouse, FISPOP. Motivated readers to read on. Why? What happened? Ayo, where is the mother? The poor 2 eaglets. No, Winnie. You know that day, Winnie, I saw one TikTok. These bad people go and tie the dog. Winnie, are you there? Winnie, are you there? Winnie. Hello, Winnie. Winnie hanger. Okay, never mind. So, okay, let's move on now. What else? Out of the blue, another fish spot. A strong wind blew and the branches on top of the tree. What happened? A strong wind blew on top of the tree and what happens? Where the two eagles were nested started to shake violently. Okay, where the two eagles were nested started to shake violently and as fierce as a lion. Enoch cried out, "Oh dear, we are going to fall and die." Evil. The eldest brother replied bravely, "No worry, we can make it. Hang on, suddenly both of them. Okay, suspend." So your introduction, why suspend? Because you want the reader to continue to read the second, the third, the fourth paragraph. That's one of the methods I'm going to introduce to you. Okay, so you're supposed to do this one. Write about a time when you were extremely frightened. Write about someone who struggled with a problem. A friend in need is a friend in need. This is your homework. Okay, this is your homework. All you need to do, Jiarong, Winnie, just now you're frozen now. We all love dogs, right? Right? You love dogs, of course. I saw one TikTok, this clown, go and tie the dog, and mask the dog, the beak, what am I talking, the beak? The mouth. And then you know how they tie the dog? Instead of tie the dog in front, the leg like that, they tie behind like that. Yes, it's so disgusting, right? Can you imagine they really turn and then you really fracture the shoulder bone, correct? Tie like that, no? I tell you, wow, that was, every night 12+ I watch TikTok to get some motivation. So I tie the dog like that. And then the Amo, one of the Caucasian, the Lao Wai, went to pay for this to release all these dogs. Okay, that what motivates me to read on is that finally this dog, they finally find the right owners. He was so skinny, was bleeding, the shoulder, instead of tying the legs in front, they tie behind. No, it's just like, a bad guy is being handcuffed by policemen, behind. Can you imagine how the dog do that? Please, 我跟你讲，你还是不要看了，很心痛. So children, these are the 3 essays you choose. Okay, all you need to do, 钟恒、子婷、Susan、子毅、嘉荣、Winnie、木哥、怡宝、浩璇. You just need the introductions using this. Okay, just introduction. How many words? Maybe 80 to 100 words. Cannot. Just introduction only. How do you create the atmosphere? How do you have the interesting link? How do you motivate the readers to continue to read and give them suspense to continue the second paragraph? I don't think your teacher teach you this. Okay, so this is an example here. You can go and refer to your lesson plan for lesson number 15. This today's lesson. Okay. Then this is fish spot. Okay, 子怡, fish spot means a favors. 好像狼来的故事. What does 狼来的故事 tells you? Don't tell lie, right? About Pinocchio, don't tell lie. Idioms, similes, proper occupation places. This is called fish spot. It's just like 子怡, you love your mom. You buy a birthday cake, it's very happy. But imagine you buy a birthday cake, then you put on top the nice icing with strawberry. Then you buy a bouquet of flower, 一束花给他，然后你买一个很漂亮的戒指给他。哇 I tell you, you know what I mean? 点缀那个情绪，明白吗？ Nothing wrong, 子怡, you buy a cake for your mom, she's already very happy. But if you can give other things, is to brighten up her day. Agree not, 子怡? Right? So imagine your birthday. Your parents buy a birthday cake, happy birthday to you, 子怡, you're happy. But imagine your daddy buy a Nintendo, then your mother buy a PlayStation. Well, then your goddad buy a Wii. Wow, sure man, correct. Wow, then the other godmom buy a iPad, the latest iPad. Wow, I tell you, 你一定高兴的要命，对不对？ So this is what I mean. 你要把那个作文那个 essay 写到栩栩如生 that is the one. Okay? Can you get the ideas? I want all of you to choose. I will put this later on in the Google Classroom for lesson number 15, the last lesson for this month. Whoever have not finished your AIMS or whatever essay for the April, please do so to complete it for this month. And these are the 3 essays And by the way, these 3 essays are all IP essay. I repeat, IP essay. Okay, it's an IP essay. I will give you the sample next month, next lesson. I'll give you the sample for this one, next lesson. Now, somebody say something? Yeah, some people are worse than cold-hearted, Winnie. If I have the gun, I will be like Will Smith giving few tight slap, man. 我跟你讲啊 Winnie, if anyone 给我吃狗肉，我跟你讲啊，他一定完蛋，他会是死无全尸。I love dogs so much, and still give me a eat dog meat. I tell you, I'm going to kill you. Emotional damage for me. Happy Mother's Day. Today's is another poems that I would like you to write. But this time the poem is for Mother's Day. This is my poem. It was written in 2019 or 2020. I can't remember. Ready? Before I was born, I asked God who will love, protect, teach, support, and help me. God replied and says, the person who will do all this will be my mother. I am happy to say my mother is from A to Z's mother. My mother is definitely an amazing mother. My mother is definitely a number 1 and 100% mother. My mother is the number 1 to me. My mother is 100% providing unconditional love to me. My mother's, I use math, okay, plus minus time divide. My mother's divide her love for everyone in the family. My mother's multiplies her cares for everyone in the family. My mother's adds every positive ingredients for the family. My mother minds all the negative things for the family. My mother, you are the best and you are the crest. The Shong family will love you always, and happy Mother's Day. To my mother, my superhero mother. My mothers have lived a life with hardship and suffering. I know I will find all ways to make her feel wonderful. I hope you will take some time for a miracle to be happening. I hope day by day my mother will live a more meaningful life. Hao Xuan, your turn. Hao Xuan, can you read to the class, please? Oh, okay, so sorry. Yibao, are you able to read?
Yes.
Let's go.
Thank you. When one's child becomes a parent, it opens up many memories and doors, thoughts, feelings, and gratitude. Surface that were never present. Reflection and ensue.
Yes.
And aha moments come to light, such as the endless depth of unconditional parental love and the tireless effort to always do right. Like when rations are tight, but leaving nothing for yourself, ensuring your child's belly is warm and full, because importance is on their life and health. Like respecting your child to make decisions on their own and reinforcing and encouraging them that their life should always set its own tone. Those are the things you did for me. And
These are the things.
these are the things you did for me. And the things for my own, I will do. There's nothing as great as the unbounded love of parenting, and for that and everything, I say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, really thank you. Muka, are you ready?
Yes, I'm here.
Let's go.
M is for the million things she gave me. O means only that she's growing old. T is for the
T is for the tears.
T is for the tears she
Shed.
shed to save me.
Stop,
H
stop. Do you know when I come to this part, I want all of you to wake up your bloody idea. The amount of blood that your mom has lost during the process when she gave birth to you. All she asked for is for you to live a healthy, happy, and harmonious and wonderful life. Okay, and that's not just the tears. You know, when she gave birth, she was so tearful because it's really very tough. Agree? So in order to do that, I think you should be filial piety, 孝顺. Carry on, Muka. H.
H is for the heart of
Purest.
purest God. E is for her eyes, with love light shining. R means right, and right shall always be.
Right, she will always be.
Right, she will always be. Put them all together. They spell mother, a word that means the word to me.
A word that means the word to me, mother. It's true, no? Every time when you do something bad, something what, you know, by looking at your mother's eyes, the mother eyes can tell you a lot of things. Oh, we need to agree, right? Girl, you naughty girl, huh? Why you do this? Oh, mommy, I'm so sorry. So right, she's always right. Don't ever argue with her. There are 7 billion people in this world, how should? If she can be your mom, you should thank God. Right? So, 你有听过天家的妈妈都是一样的 How come 没有天家里爸爸都是一样的？真是不公平是不是？怎么我们爸爸不好吗？算了，别讲了。OK， 应该的，妈妈是最重要的。Okay, let's go to the next one. Thank you, Muka. Well read. I like this one. I really like this one. Seriously. Who want to read? I really like this one. Winnie, are you ready? Let's go.
My mom is a rainbow. Each color is needed to make a rainbow. Each of her talents makes her my amazing mom. She is red. Red represents her energy, vitality, perseverance, and willingness to give up herself.
Is it that your mom, when you are reading this, Winnie, I want you to feel, Susan, all of you, when she's reading this, I want you to feel, is it really your mom is like a rainbow with 7 different colors? Let's go. Orange.
She is orange. Orange stands for her thoughtfulness, consideration, persuasion, and vibrancy. She is yellow. Yellow demonstrates her optimism, concentration, integrity, and energy. She is green. Green represents her honesty, happiness, health, and in tune with the earth. She is blue. Blue represents her love, faith, healing, loyalty, and inspiration. She is purple. Purple represents her leadership, greatness, and unselfish efforts. Alone, each color is striking, but when a color come together, a larger, more beautiful thing occur. A rainbow is created within my mom. You are my rainbow. I love you, Mom.
Thank you. Last but not least, Susan, I give you this one the best.
Mother,
Correct. Mother is the best. Carry on, Susan.
Mother is the best. My mom is very great. She's sweet as she can be when I need some help. I know she's always there for me. Mom loves me all the time, even when I'm a pest. She always takes good care of me. My mother is the best.
Are you a pest? No. Okay, so pest 就是说不好 but not you're not a pest. Let me read this. If I were to pause, I'm so sorry. Dear mother, happy Mother's Day. Whenever we got sorry, whenever we go to the beach, it reminds us so much of you as we talk about you when we walk along the bay. I'm studying biologies in my free time, but now without you, it feels that the clock doesn't chime. So wrong spelling, huh? I wonder how are you? No, I wonder how you are up in heavens, because down here on earth, I still think of the things you and my dad gave me when you give birth to me. Okay. In biologies, I am studying things like generic strip, but when I'm done without topics, I go on to study energetic strip. Thank you for reading my poem and happy Mother's Day. Can anyone tell me where is the mother now? Sorry?
Evan.
Yes. This boy was a P6 boy, and I think now he's maybe like you know. No, not like you, set 2 or set 3. His mom passed away when he was about 4 to 5 years old, I think, of cancer. And every time I read, I feel very sad for him, seriously. So you look at this one here. This is his poem, Susan Ziyi, okay? Happy Mother's Day. Even if I can no longer see you, but I still have one thing from you. That is your 23 chromosome you give me. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I make you a poem on the next page. Or you can see what I'm doing when I'm learning biology during my free time. But if it's boring, go to the next page. And this is the things. So I asked him, Rena, how are you going to give your mom for this? You know what you say, Winnie? The day when I go to Hamburg, I will pass this to her. Okay. And I heard, I may be wrong, I heard this is the first time he wrote a Happy Mother's Day. It took him a lot of courage to write this. Seriously, it took him a lot of courage to do this. So I will urge all of you to do something like that. Look here, Yibao. Okay. This is, to me, a compulsory homework to be handed in before on the 8th of May. Please write something that is not just for the sake of academic to pass your poem. Then don't come for my lesson. Write through your passions. From that particular poem, I tell you, Susan, and all of you listen. I got a lot of students don't like poem and all this. After doing this poem, you don't believe me, right? Okay. I'm sharing with you one. That is why that day I was thinking, how do I motivate you all to hand in your homework? You see, this was written by Hao Xuan. Not you, not you, Hao Xuan, not this Hao Xuan. It's another Hao Xuan. That was last year. Okay. Okay, this Hao Xuan, Hao Xuan, if you are listening, he has never handed a single homework for the past 3 months. When he handed this is how it works. Ready? I read. Mother's Day poem. In life, there's only one single. No, sorry, one more time. In life, there's only something single, and there is many other stuff that is single. 在生命中只有唯一一样东西，在每个不同的东西也是有其中一样是很重要的东西。他是真的把华文 translate to 英文哈 ，OK， 而且他是一个 NA student 哈。But there's only 2 things that you only have single in life. 虽然在世上有2件事，可是其中一件事是最重要的一件事。Your heart. Use your heart and tell someone this. Hey, who is the second single dad? 就在心里，在他的心目中，唯一最重要的事情就是他的母亲大人。双，岳飞也是母亲大人，孔子、孟子、孙子也是母亲大人。For me, I love you, Mom, even if I cannot control myself and be rude to you. You see that? This is the first time you told me, Uncle Raymond, this is the first time I express myself in front of so many people. Then how you feel? I feel good. I feel bad. I feel sad for what I did to my mom. That person is your mom. That's you yourself. There's love. There's heart. There's flower. There's many other things that you want. But the only first thing you want is to be born to get what you want from your mom. So take care, Mom. Mom, I can give you a flower, but inside the flower are full of hearts. But I still prefer a bouquet of flowers for you and me to say, stay connected. Love you, Mom. 虽然我可以给你很多花，很多爱心，可是在我心目中，你永远在我的心。One stone killed two birds 的指引 English and Chinese poem. You are not only my mom, you are the shadow to light, the shadow to love, the shadow to savor, the shadow to hatred, and the shadow to light. Thank you, Mom. My love. So my last and favorite poem written. God, I want to ask you a question. Whose shoulder did I cry on when I'm sad? Who take care of me when I was young? Who play with me, Mom? Hands that really care, faith bursting out. Love for both and the whole family. Thank you, Mom. He's now set 2. He's still in my class. There's this Friday. He's an NA student. If this student can write like that, of course, he translated to me in Chinese. 你是我的什么背影的光线的光，你是我爱的光，光啊，你懂光right？光明的光啊 ，the lights. So if you tell me now if you cannot write a poem to your mom I don't know what to say lah. Okay, so how then don't even write the AIM to me and don't even continue the lesson for that. And even after this poem, to be honest, I'm not saying you I'm just giving an example. Okay, 子怡不要生气不是讲。After this, he still continue doing any homework. Trust me. Okay, his results still improve. But I'm still not happy with him in the sense that he don't have any homework. I every time end the lesson, I talk to him and persuade him to discuss with him, and he's still doing okay. Last year, passed not so well with other subjects, so good. He's good in math. And this year, he still continue. Guess what, Ziyi? I think Jiarong, we have a debate team, right? Remember debate, So he was in one of the debate team of Jiarong, and he came out a very good answer. And I purposely, Jiarong and Zhonghen, I purposely put him in all the IP students. Very naughty, Jiarong. Uncle Raymond, why you put for me? You know what I tell him, Jiarong, Susan, 一你就参加，2你就跟我滚蛋。And he did well. 我从来没有看小我的学生的，只有你自己看不起你自己。如果你觉得看不起自己，你就滚蛋了。你对不起你的良心，你对不起你的父亲跟母亲。Remember 1, 2, 3 子怡 You got 1 life, 2 choice. Do or don't do. 3 reasons for your parents, for your future, for your next generation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to end with telling you that Mother's Day is supposed to be, Susan, agree, every day. Agree? It's not just a Mother's Day, or you say, Mommy, I love you, Mommy, I love you, I give you a hug, Then the next day, Mommy, I'm angry with you. Then what's the point? All right now, children, right? It's supposed to be every day is a Mother's Day. Every day you must love your mom, your father. And also every day you must love your grandparents if your grandparents are staying with you. Okay? So I'd like to stop here. I hope you guys can complete this Mother's Day as a poem. It's a poem. What you need to do, you can use the MOTHER. Remember one thing, this point is very important because maybe this is the first time you really put your heart and soul to write. Once you are doing that, next time when you do any poem in school, because poem in school, I repeat, is very important. Some teachers may not cover it in school very details. Uncle Raymond loved Shakespeare poem. All poems, because I from secondary school to A-level until now, I also love poems. I even love Chinese poems. My advice is read through those poems and analyze in your own words. I think Susan just now you read a few poems, some of them, right? So you have to put now. See, when you have these different poems, all the poems that I showed to all of you, there's one thing in common. I think Hao Xian, Zhonghen, Yibao, Ziting, Wuke, Winnie, Jiarong, Ziyi, and Susan, all of you will agree. Is what? All about the beauty, the sacrifice, the love that your mommy give you wholeheartedly. That's all. True now. Susan, Jiarong, Ziting, Wuke, Winnie, one day you will be mommy also, right? You will definitely sacrifice your life for your children. Okay? Sure one. So since you're going to do that for your children, you know your mom will sacrifice for you. Hey, guys and girls, can you all just keep your bloody mouth shut up? When your mom scold you or say anything, you should thank God your mom want to scold you and say you in certain things. True now, Ziyi, 对吗? There are millions of kids don't even have the mom to do that. So please appreciate it. Write the point with your sincere heart so that nothing will fall apart. You know this is not very hard. You memorize every single word in your whole heart, right? So please, I really would like to see the point. And